Okay. Good morning, everyone. You know what? As I just said, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. You know what? You can't get, and I'm dating myself. For those who are in my generation, you'll understand that is an old school. I forgot Mr. Rogers. That's who it is. It's a
That's
wonderful day in
right.
the neighborhood. But everyone, it is gorgeous out, and one day away from Labor Day, end of the summer. Where'd the summer go? But all good things, positive vibes for the fall, winter, and upcoming 2026. I know that it sounds weird, but it is around the corner. I'm a big believer. Craig and I talk about this, the law of attraction. So I love that you all are on this today, because this I love, the psychology of winning in business and in life. And you know what? You're here. You're interested in this, and so am I, because, like I said, I love giving information to businesses that will help your business grow, and that's the mantra between the Greater New York Chamber of Commerce. We want to help your business grow. As much information that we can put into your hands, we are really, really proud of the opportunity to do that. So I love it. Nye Whitaker, thank you so much. I love it. So it's going to be a good day. Right now, I am going to turn it over to Craig Siegel. He is a Wall Street Journal, USA Today bestselling author of The Reinvention Formula. He's a global keynote speaker, coach, teacher, investor, advisor. And I'm just going to turn it over to him right now, because I would be remiss by not giving him the full hour. And what I'm really interested is rewiring your mind for growth and momentum, which will help you grow your business. So, Craig, it's so great to see you again. And I'm turning it over to you. I want you to, everyone's really excited about this. There is a chat going on. We are going to be monitoring the chat. Put your information in the chat. And also, I'm turning it over to Craig. We have this on, this will be on Chamber TV if you want to go back and get some inspiration later on in the day, the week, the month, the year.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for that intro. It's a big build-up that I got to live up to. But I love being here, guys. I'm so pumped for this topic. I'm so pumped for today's session. So, Helena, thank you for the warm welcome as always. There's no place like the Chamber. We're so glad to be back. This community means the world to us. We've been here a plethora of times, and we do not take this space lightly. We honor it. And we also just want to say up front, we've got a couple really fun giveaways coming up during the session, so stick around. Um, my assistant Sasha is on here too, so you might see her engaging in the chats. And we're also hosting a very powerful in-person event in New York City on October 23rd, and maybe we'll do a giveaway for that as well. But happy Wednesday. It's almost the end of summer. For me, for many of you guys that have your own business or you're an entrepreneur, whatever the case may be, the seasons, it's really just a change of weather. But when you're so pumped and excited about what you do, it really doesn't matter what month it is. Am I right? Can anybody relate to that in the comments? And I know from experience, because I spent 13 years on Wall Street, eventually becoming burned out and out of alignment. Different story, reinvented myself in the pandemic, found what I love, what I'm supposed to do, and it took off. Hence our book, The Reinvention Formula, which we could drop in the chats too for you guys. But so much to dive in on here today. Let's get right to it. What does it even mean to win in life? Let's start right here. What does winning mean to you? And I don't mean society's version, not Instagram's version, not your parents' version, your version. What does it look like to be in alignment, fully self-expressed, and spiritually wealthy? I'd love for you guys to just drop that in the comments. What does that mean to you? Having peace, health, and happiness. Beautiful, beautiful. Keep them coming. By the way, guys, very engaging. It's not just going to be an hour talk. I'm going to encourage you guys to engage and participate. Makes for a lot more of a portal-like experience. Achieving goals that bring you happiness, closer to living in accordance with the natural human life. If money was not an issue, you would not change a thing. Interesting. Okay. Beautiful. Health, wealth, and peace, have a purpose in life, and have the faculty and resources to execute it. Being present, beautiful. Fulfillment, good one. All right, guys. So we're all on the same page here. And by the way, these are all great answers. Right? What if I told you that it was possible to find what you love to do, share it with the world, make an impact, and unapologetically make a lot of money doing so with the best relationships and creating fulfillment, not just sparks of light? Does anybody think that's possible? Beautiful. Okay. And guys, just for the first nugget, for the first 15 minutes, the most engaging is going to get a little bit of a giveaway too. We're going to send out a book, a signed copy of the Reinvention Formula. We have a free texting community where you guys can share some of the nuggets, takeaways for today, and qualify for some fun giveaways too. I just dropped it in the chat. Okay. Because if your definition of winning is borrowed or outdated, you'll keep chasing someone else's dream. And you'll be wondering why it doesn't feel good when you get there. Okay. So let's go deeper. Winning isn't the trophy. It's who you become on the way there. Because most people are busy trying to look like they're winning instead of actually living a life that feels like a win. How do I know this? Well, I used to participate in the other reality way back when, once upon a time, prior to COVID and the pandemic, before I reinvented myself in my Wall Street career. Can anybody relate to that? Beautiful, guys. And you guys are on fire in the chats. I love it. Okay. Amazing. Really good crowd today, Helena. Okay, guys. So let's go deeper. Winning isn't just about the scoreboard. It's about waking up and feeling congruent, connected, clear. It's having the courage to show up as you unapologetically. It's trusting yourself, even when the applause haven't arrived yet. And there's this idea, this concept that I love to teach on. I think it's applicable for today. And it's this idea that most people are chasing validation, or I'll feel good, I'll feel the energy when I'm certified, when I get the client, when I make $1 million, when I have proof of concept. What I want to encourage you guys today and challenge you is this idea of conviction over validation. Ooh, let's talk truth, my friends. Most people are subconsciously addicted to needing validation. Did they like my post? Will they say yes? Am I qualified? Will they approve? Here's the shift. Conviction, absolute, unwavering conviction in that what you have to share or contribute is meaningful. Not that you're the greatest in the world just yet, but that what you have to share is meaningful. Validation is external and fleeting. You get something, you feel an energy, and then it goes away. It doesn't last, right? But conviction is internal and permanent. You see, my friends, validation is quote unquote earned, while conviction is chosen. You want more money, more fulfillment, the right relationship, business partners, prosperity. That's the decision to show up as you are right now, already whole. You're not whole because you made a couple million. You're whole because you are worthy. Most people are operating from a wounded place, connected to the ego. And so, guys, you don't need to fake anything. You don't need to puff your chest, though I am feeling good after my morning 10-mile run today, or pretend that you have it all together. You don't. But you do need to try on conviction like a new outfit. And I want you guys to start doing that today. How many of you guys are willing to work with me and try on conviction like never before for the rest of today? Meaning that whatever interaction, whatever coffee meeting, wherever you go for the rest of the day, you're activating a new level of conviction, of presence, of being in the moment, that whatever it is, whoever it is that you're talking to, whatever room that you're in, you do have value to add. Who would be willing to try that on? Angela? Rona? Catherine? Vera? Beautiful, guys. I love it. Love it. And we talk a lot about this in our Wall Street Journal bestselling book, The Reinvention Formula. Sasha can drop that in the chat if you guys wanted that. We're also going to give away free copies. But this idea of conviction is a game changer, guys. And so you can walk into the room with shaky hands and a steady heart. Absolutely. You can launch, create, speak, and serve with power, even if nobody's clapped yet. So conviction is when you decide that your voice matters before the world agrees with you. Okay, so I just wanted to come on and open it up with a little bit of opening consciousness and just let you know that your greatest superpower on your way to really cultivating how to win is more conviction, not validation, right? So it's not the next thing, milestone, promotion, title, or certification. It's a new level of unwavering certainty and conviction in yourself. And most people, believe it or not, lack that, but not you guys. Okay. So as we move into this idea of winning, winning isn't about doing more. Sometimes it's about allowing more. And I want to hit you with the bold truth, my friends. Most people think that the next level is a checklist. They think winning means working harder, doing more, grinding longer. But what if I told you that what got you here won't get you there? In other words, guys, winning is not a result. It's a frequency that you can choose to attune to once you shift the way you think. And so for the next 45 minutes, this masterclass, this workshop, the chamber, it's not about information. It's about transformation. You don't quantum leap by adding more tasks. You quantum leap by upgrading your thinking, your standards, and your identity. This, my friends, is an energetic game. So let's stop negotiating with our soul. I just want to take a quick moment, just pause, do a quick temperature check. I know that was kind of a lot quick and we went deep. How are we feeling so far? Are you guys with me so far? Yes or yes? Let me know in the chats. I love it. The winner of the first 15 minutes maximum engagement is Angela. Sasha, connect with Angela, and we'll get her address and we'll send her a signed copy of the reinvention formula. All right, you. This is a great group, Helena. I love it. Okay, guys, this is amazing, and we're just getting warmed up.
So great.
Yeah.
Good, good energy here.
Yes. Okay. All right, guys. Next giveaway for the next 20 minutes. Whoever texts us, it's free, your favorite nugget and takeaway so far, we'll read and we'll send the second book to. And then we're going to do a big giveaway at the end. Okay, let's go deeper. More effort without a new energy is just elegant self-sabotage. What do I mean? You're not burnt out because you're doing too much. You're burnt out because you're out of alignment. It's funny, we were just talking about this on a solo episode on our podcast, CLS Experience. And most people think that burnout comes because you're overworked or doing a lot. I can tell you guys firsthand that I love what I do, in case you couldn't tell. It wasn't always like that after I reinvented myself. Sasha, you could drop the podcast in there if they want to listen or subscribe. And I was grinding, but it wasn't something that I loved. But now, my wife literally has to yank me away because I love it so much. So it has nothing to do with working more. It's just being in alignment, right? And so there's a version of you guys here today, Wednesday, August 27th, 2025, that doesn't chase. That version of you attracts. Helena said law of attraction. I know she loves it. That version of you decides. And my friends, that version of you wins. I'm not super religious, but I am very spiritual. I study a technology, a spirituality, a spiritual practice called the wisdom of Kabbalah. Some of you might know it, some of you may not. Different conversation. But in Kabbalah, we talk about the light, which is basically, imagine whatever it is that you guys believe in, God, source, divine, Jesus, universe, quantum, that endless energy that's out there. That light that we call, it's an infinite energy, right? I think that's pretty universal. No matter what you refer to it as, it's infinite, it's endless. So what, and the guys, you might want to write this one down. This is a big takeaway here. So if the light, all that we can attract and tune into is infinite, what limits us is the vessel, the mind, the belief system, and our energetic container. And today, we expand that vessel. We expand our capacity to receive more of what's already here. You guys up for that? Okay, great. Beautiful. So I want to give you guys a little prompt. Where in your life right now are you still trying to earn what you're actually meant to allow? Where in my life am I still trying to earn what I'm actually meant to allow? Mark, beautiful. Catherine, I love it. You guys are crushing it right now. Meaning, imagine there's endless money out there because there really is. Let's just say money was something that you wanted to make more of at the end of this year. We have a few months left of the year. Do you think you have to go do all these things to earn more money? Or do you have to be an energetic match to figure out how to allow where the money already is to just come to you? This is a totally different way of thinking. What I'm saying to you guys, and I always try to be conscious when I come in here to not get too spiritual because I don't want to lose anybody, although that is my jam, but I always want to make it practical. But there is an alternative reality where each and every one of you actually have all the fulfillment, the relationships, the career, the money, everything. And right now, in this reality, we don't, but we'd like to get there. So how do we bridge the gap? How do we get closer to that perfected self? It's being able to allow, to expand our vessel to receive what's already here. Most of us are blocking it with belief systems, with different types of energies, and with limiting beliefs. Yes, Mikhail. All right, guys. So I want to give you a framework that I created for you guys. Let's call it the WIN framework. I know frameworks are good because they're easy to remember. Okay? So WIN. This is your signature framework, guys, for your use. Witness, identity, new neural pathways. I'm really big into NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, and reshaping the mind. So let's think about the W, witness. You can't change what you won't confront. Ooh. Let's get deep today, yes? You guys are crushing it right now. I see a bunch of you guys texting the community. We will announce a winner in 15 minutes. I love it. Okay, you guys are crushing it. I put the number there at the bottom again, 917-634-3796. I love that, Shelia. Unbelievable, guys. Okay, Michaela, let's open up that door. We begin by bringing light to what's unconscious, because the real battle isn't between you and the world. It's between you and your unexamined patterns. I'm not sure what many of you guys had when you saw what we were teaching on today, but I imagine maybe it was this one special thing that you had to do to win. But what I'm really giving you is an ultimate transformational shift for life, to start receiving more blessings, more prosperity, more money, more relationships at ease. But you have to really buy in, guys. This is very deep stuff. Okay. So you've been programmed since birth by fear, by survival, by people doing their best with broken maps. Witnessing means finally seeing the story that you're unconsciously running. So the roots create the fruits. You're not stuck. You're just loyal to an old identity. I need a great one. So imagine you guys were at a business or career and you were capped out at a certain amount of money that you can make. Or this is it. I've reached the top. I guess I'll only make this much money, or I'll only have this type of relationships or this type of creativity. See, that's not actually the truth with a capital T. That's just been true for you, lowercase t. And that we can replace. But you can't override what you won't observe. And so, my friends, I want to challenge you for a moment. Where in your life are you still operating from old code? What reoccurring behavior is asking to be witnessed but not judged? Is it that you're not qualified, not smart enough, not resourceful enough? You don't know how? What is the pattern, belief, or operating system right now that puts us at a current standstill or capping us from our next level? I would love for some of you guys to share in the chats if you're feeling frisky. Imposter syndrome, great one, Angela. Fear of failure, great one, Mike. Time management, great one, Sheena. We're actually talking about that today in our community call at 12. Beautiful, guys. Fear of success and being seen, great one, Victoria. Rejection sensitivity, love it. See, you guys are, this is great now. I want to acknowledge you guys. Because you're participating, being vulnerable, you're now available for the biggest downloads today. Love it. Keep them coming. Okay, guys. So the light shines brightest in the places we're most afraid to look. Oof. The light shines brightest in the places we're most afraid to look. So for everybody that just had the courage to share what's been holding them back, fear of success, being seen, we want to get to the bottom of that and get down to what we call the core thought. What is the core thought that's creating imposter syndrome, fear of failure, rejection sensitivity? Is it you don't think you're worthy? Typically, it has something to do with some sort of level of unworthiness. So what would it feel like for you to feel safer being seen, putting yourself out there, making more money, looking at what failure really is in a totally different way? One step closer, something we learned for the next attempt. Imposter syndrome. Typically, imposter syndrome is a great sign because it means that you're beginning to step out of your comfort zone. And it's scary. It's your surrounding light trying to get in, basically like a knock at the door, and it's your potential. And if we don't answer it, it converts into stress, and stress kills. But if we open that door and convert that pressure, we can use that as a portal for major expansion. So I want you to change the way you feel when you start to feel a little bit nervous or anxious or imposter syndrome. That's a good indication that you're beginning to leave your comfort zone, which is where your biggest growth and transformation awaits. Okay, guys? So in the WIN framework, let's go on to I, identity. Because you don't get what you want, you get what you are. Ooh. Identity is the thermostat, meaning you can hustle your way to a new result, absolutely. But if you don't shift your identity, you'll sabotage your way right back. It's similar to how lottery winners that hit a jackpot, typically soon after that, they're worse off than before they had it, whether that's going bankrupt or sometimes drugs and death and many other things, because they didn't have the vessel or the capacity or the identity to receive all of that. So even though they got it, it eventually self-sabotaged or went back. Right? So your identity, and this is a big breakthrough, guys, if you're up for it, your identity isn't fixed. It's chosen. Most people are living on autopilot, playing out an old, outdated role. I know I was for quite some time until I considered what else is possible, and I began to challenge what was true for me. You can't manifest a life that you don't believe you deserve. I want to pause there for a second and run that back. You can't manifest a life that you don't believe you deserve. Let me know what's coming through for you guys as you hear that. Is it triggering anyone in a good way? Like, oh, wow. And by the way, guys, I'm not here to be your friend today, though I do love you guys. I'm here to trigger you in a proactive way to invite you to your next level. What's coming through for you guys? Feel free to share in the comments. I just want to see how that's landing. Nerona, I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. That's beautiful. Heard that? This is great, guys. And just to be clear, you can get something temporarily that you don't believe you deserve. But like we said, it won't last. You don't have the vessel for it. And eventually it'll slip through your fingers. Or it won't be sustainable. Right? So let's just say you have a thing with money. You do get a big client or a big deal. It's not going to become consistent unless you expand the vessel as well. Love it, Marco. You guys are on fire right now. Ooh, Sheena, great one. You guys are crushing it right now. This is unbelievable engagement. Okay, oh, let's do the quick giveaway. We'll do it after. For those of you guys that texted our community number. Okay, let's keep it going. Reinvention isn't a change in what you do, like many think. We did a whole TED talk on this, and the idea was to reinvent reinvention. I wanted to reinvent how people think about reinvention. I think people should be reinventing themselves every single day in some capacity in their consciousness. Reinvention isn't a change in what you do, it's a shift in who you be. You want to win big for the next few months, guys, and end the year strong? Start showing up like someone who already has. Mikhail, we're going into that right now. Gina, great to meet you. Okay, guys. Okay, I'm just reading you guys' comments. Unbelievable. Okay. So The soul, our soul, is limitless. But the ego, which most people are connected to unconsciously, is finite. It is a negative force with a positive purpose. But your true identity is infinite possibility. Does anybody doubt that? So think about it. I want to give you some prompts to think about to really bring out the best version of you right now. Angel, it's 917-634-3796. Who are you when you're not performing for approval? Just magnetic, available. What part of your identity are you ready to retire today, my friends? Negative self-talk, great one, Mike. Love it. Keep them coming, guys. The idea here is to make a commitment to retire anything that causes limitation. Because, my friends, if we just think about the very definition of consciousness, I know that word gets thrown around a lot. Consciousness is who you really are, not who you think you are or who you've been taught you are. And who you guys really are is unlimited. You guys are absolutely crushing it. That's right. Okay. Marco, 917-634-3796. Let's move, guys, to the N in win. New neural pathways. Your brain is plastic. That means you're never stuck unless you decide to be. And so every thought is a vote for your future. And every behavior is a brick in your belief system. And repetition rewires your reality. This is very deep stuff, guys. For those of you that are really into the mind brain, this can make your life can change pretty quickly. So I just want to run that back. Every thought is a vote for your future. Every belief is a brick in your belief system. And the more that you are conscious of this repetition, you change the reality you're participating in. This is where neuroscience meets soul. The mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's repeated. One of the chapters in our book, guys, is all about the Matrix. I love that movie. When I first saw it as a kid, I thought it was like a sci-fi movie. When I watched it again a couple years later, I realized it was more like a documentary on what's really possible. It's really good stuff. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend a rewatch at a different season of life. I think you'll find it mind-blowing. And so when you start acting like the person you want to become today, you become them. Not through magic, though we can tap into that, but through repetition. And so rewiring isn't a hack. It's your human superpower. Meaning, your current reality is the lagging indicator of your former thoughts. Do you want to predict your future, my friends? Look at the thoughts you allow on that loop. Michelle asked a beautiful question. I want to read it to you guys. Sasha, let's send Michelle a book too, signed copy. Connect with her and get her address. I am reasonably successful in business, but have been stuck at the same sales level. Is your brain ever too old to expand to the next level? Absolutely not. It's your consciousness that we can elevate today to make you more available and expand your capacity for a whole new sales level. Susanna, for you too. Love that, Nerona. So guys, if we could do a little activation, close your eyes if you don't mind, unless you're driving or operating heavy machinery. Close your eyes. I want you for just a moment to visualize one new upgraded habit. It can even be something as every time you feel doubt, cancel it and replace it with certainty. Now, I want you to anchor that new habit with an emotion. What is the emotion you feel when you showcase that upgraded habit? When you guys feel that, I want you to repeat to yourself, this is who I am now. And come back into the room. You see, my friends, you're not broken. You're just automated. And this is for anyone that feels like they've been stuck at the same sales cycle or at the same job or in the same relationship, if they're just not getting to their next level. Your brain is seeking efficiency. And so as a result, it recycles yesterday. And this is why transformation doesn't always stick until you update the subconscious pattern. And so I'll just use Michelle as an example. She doesn't mind. But what belief are you running about your current level of sales that's not even yours? Maybe it's I'm unworthy of the next level. I don't know how to build a team that can help us get to the next level. I feel safe at this level. Whatever it might be has been true for you, but it's not the truth. Could you feel safe doubling your current sales? Tamar, hope I'm pronouncing it right. That's a beautiful example. My prices are high. Will they pay? Because it sure is worth it. When it comes to money, we actually, Helena, maybe we should do another masterclass in the full all about money, because that seems to be a good topic that everybody loves. And a lot of people have these gremlins in here that we need to clean up. So I wouldn't suggest to base what you charge by hour or by time, but instead by value tomorrow, right? So if you know that what you have to share and give is unbelievable and it's worth a whole lot, then a client with the right energy would love to pay that from you because it's an energetic exchange. I know for me, I'm absolutely happy to pay for things where I get a ton of value from. In fact, sometimes the more I pay, the more value I get just because I have more of an energetic exchange. That's why you typically don't give things away for free because the people won't take it very seriously. So remember, guys, high frequency habits create high frequency results. The goal is not, to be clear, to fake it till you make it. It's to embody it until you become it. There's a version of you, Michelle, that's operating at another level, that has a bigger vessel, a capacity to receive, right? That feels safe doing whatever it is that you're doing now a year, a month. And so I don't want you to fake it until you get that. But what if that version of you, if you can visualize that, the quality of their thoughts, the behaviors, the way they operate, that version of you, and then to embody it, where you now become an energetic match for those type of results. That's the key. All right, guys. So just real quickly, we do a couple big events a year in New York City. Our next one is October 23rd. Very powerful day. New moon of Scorpio. We have a couple amazing speakers. I'm going to be speaking, and it's just a great room, great energy. For the next 10, 11 minutes, whoever engages the most and has the best nuggets, we're going to comp a free ticket to the event if you want to come. So let's finish strong today. All right. Sasha can drop the link there, but you don't have to pay for anything, guys. Just being here and with Helena, I love that she brings us in. We'll work something out for those of you guys that want to come, and also for the person that's going to get the giveaway right now. Just reach out to us, text us. Sasha, you can put your email there too, team@cultivating Symphony. All right. When we're plugged into something that's bigger, guys, let's call it, I call it creator, you might call it source, universe, divine. You don't chase outcomes. You actually become the outcome because you're never alone and you're always being guided. But you must partner with that energy, right? When it comes to clarity, it's true that clarity creates momentum, and momentum can create miracles, right? So the final step is one that most people really avoid. And that's this idea of taking action, especially while it's uncomfortable. Because the nervous system must feel the stretch. That's the signal that you're expanding. Someone asked me earlier, how do you expand your vessel to receive more? So right now, guys, I'm training for the Chicago Marathon. It's October 12th, right? And so once a week, we have long runs. And then throughout the rest of the week, I have a coach. Some of the runs are workouts like speed, or some of them are shorter. A marathon is 26.2 miles. If I'm going out to run 5 miles, it might not be simple, but I'm not going to feel too stretched because I know I could do it. But a long run for like 18 or 20 that we're now up to, even though I can do that, it's still a stretch. It's uncomfortable. Anything can happen. right? So, but when I do that, I'm expanding my vessel. My endurance is going up. I can run for longer. I'm increasing my capacity, right? Does that make sense, guys? So one of the best ways to increase your capacity is to continue to do uncomfortable things because that's how you stretch. That's why a really good coach can challenge you in a proactive way to get you to think and play bigger. And so I actually want to challenge you guys right now. And if you're willing to put it in the chat, I think that would be awesome because this is a beautiful community and we can hold each other accountable. One decision that you're going to make moving forward after today that causes you to stretch yourself. We would love to see in the comments. Could be business, anything. Having more patience. Good one, Helena. Really good. Okay. Leave my website and book online. Love it. Being brave, take a step for my goals. Further, let's get a little more specific. Trust and delegation. Nerona, that's something I had to do too. And remember, hiring done right doesn't cost, it pays. I plan to move forward with business again. Beautiful. Drop achieving perfectionism. Great one, Herta. Add another art fair. Wake up early, do the things. This is unbelievable engagement. Okay. And I would encourage you guys. I know many of you texted us and joined their community, which is great, but I would encourage you guys to even meet up with each other. Hop on a quick coffee chat or Zoom or in person. If are many of you guys in New York, I imagine. It's great. To meet up with each other. Community is so important. All right, guys. So your habits are the proof of what you believe you deserve. Your habits are the proof of what you believe you deserve. So if I'm going to give you guys some homework, and I want you to begin to think about what the next level is for you. It's funny because our event in October, it's called The Portal, because it's something that I'm really big on right now and we really want to teach. I really want you to think and get clarity on what the next level is for you. What does that look like? Deeper. Because your habits are the proof of what you believe you deserve, let's reinvent our habits. Let's wake up with purpose, meaning, sorry, but no more snoozing on your dreams. Let's protect the first hour of your day. This is psychology of winning. Let's create white space for daily visualization and gratitude. I want to challenge you guys to actually calendar your non-negotiables. Speak in completion, not conflict. I am a best-selling author, not I want to write a book. Embody that. Discipline isn't restriction. It's a devotion to your future, my friends. You guys connecting with each other. This is beautiful. And guys, we have about 3-4 minutes left. But real quickly, before I go into my final nugget, I want to let's all give Helena some love in the chats for bringing us in and for always being so dedicated to providing so much value for you guys. She really goes above and beyond. And we love you, Helena. So we just want to give her some love. Joe F in the house. I know you're going to be in the New York event on October 23rd. Great to see you. Okay. So, guys, you don't need to know how to do it all. But I would encourage you to know who already has the map. Who do you need to hire? Is that an employee? Is that a coach, a mentor? Who in your life expands you just by being near them? And on a spiritual note, guys, sometimes the creator, source, divine, universe, whatever's good for you, sends the who before the how. But if you're not looking, you might miss them. And so, guys, just a couple closing nuggets before I give it back over to Helena. Catalyst Sheila's on fire. Hope to see you October 23rd. Let me know who's in New York right now, real quickly, because we're going to give away a ticket. Okay. You know what? Let's give a ticket, Sasha, to Victoria and to Mike B. And the last thing I'll say is, and we'll give it over to Helena, guys, is that you've been rewired today, but don't leave this workshop and return to your old life. I want to challenge you guys to bring your new identity into the world and watch how the world bends to meet it. I think that's probably a good place to put a pin in it. You guys were amazing. Might be the best engaged group yet, Helena. And it's just me and Helena were having a conversation. We're like, oh, it's the end of August. Should we postpone it? We're like, no, we're going to create the vessel. Whoever's meant to be here will be here. So you guys were amazing today. I want to thank you again. I want to turn over to Helena too. Love you and thank you guys.
Thank you so much. This was so great. And yeah, we had that conversation about the end of August, but you know what? Last night we had a networking event and it was packed. So people, you know what? People are motivated. People are out there to, grow their business and to, be the best they can, especially with this gorgeous weather. But getting back, Craig, unbelievable. I love this whole psychology of winning. I'm a huge, I'm a huge fan of it. And everyone just needs to have a mind reset. And it's so funny because if you think about it, there will be a time that will be like, press a button in your hand and it will like, it's almost like control alternate delete, that you're going to refresh your whole mindset in your body. So it's crazy, but we're in the real mode right now. I don't know about the future about that, but I love this. So
This
thank
was
you.
No, I was just gonna say you're amazing. Thank you so much. I love the topic. Well, let's put the seed out there. We'll do one for money. Maybe
Yeah,
next.
yeah, yeah. So stay tuned. I'll reach out to you offhand on offline. But everyone, thank you for joining us. Just a couple of things. Next Tuesday, we do not have an online networking because it's the day after Labor Day. Wednesday, Craig talked about meeting in person. We have a networking power lunch here at the chamber, 12 noon. I just blasted it out. Join us. Thursday, we have access to capital with the New York City Small Business Services. Again, we're trying to get information and money. We're talking about money just now with Craig, money into the hands of your business. So join us. That's a webinar online. And September 26th, our annual business expo. Craig, hopefully you'll be there. It's our annual business expo. It's at the New York Marriott Marquis. Complimentary tickets are online at chamber.nyc. We have the head of the administrator of the U.S. Small Business Administration, Kelly Loeffler. is going to be talking about the whole reset of the SBA, going back to manufacturing and bringing money back into the business's hands. So join us on that. And everyone, we're one day away from Labor Day. Everyone enjoy this beautiful weather. We're supposed to have a great weekend, so I'm really excited about that. And I'll talk to you later. If anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. If you're not a member of the chamber, please join us. We have a lot going on. We can help you grow your business and connect you with the right people. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. This will be on Chamber TV. So, Craig, if you ever want to reference, we have all your presentations on Chamber TV, by the way.
We love it, and we're feeling extra generous and frisky today. If any of you guys have emailed Sasha at team at Cultivate, we'll give a couple more tickets to our live event. And guys, let's give it up for Helena one more time. This was awesome.
And thank you. Give it up for Craig. And we just wanted to say thank you so much. And everyone, enjoy your day. Thank you again.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.